Hi and welcome to my channel. So today is the best day of 2023 because the wind of change is blowing over the UK. I'm just way too excited because the UK Prime Minister Honorable Rishi Sunak has finally sacked the Home Secretary Suella Braverman. This is amazing news because this lady, some of the laws and policies that she has introduced or abolished since becoming the Home Secretary is been absolutely heartbreaking. So I am so pleased to announce that she has now been sacked, and so we can expect a whole new immigration laws, rules. I'm not sure what's going to be happening, but look, 2024 is coming in a very good light. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time, and I do hope that you are implementing all the things that I'm talking about. So please do leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I am implementing all of what you're saying, because today is the best day of 2023. Like, I didn't think I was going to see this day coming, the day that Suella will indeed be sacked. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you who the new immigration minister is, what we can expect going forward, and some of the challenges that have been, with the lady that has now been sacked, and some of the laws that she has introduced, for example, like many of them that are due to start in January. What is going to happen with these laws and rules in the UK? So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, look, take this opportunity now to hit the subscribe button, join the family so you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here, to make sure you're updated with everything going on in the UK. So Suella Braverman, what are some of the policies that she introduced? For example, it's just crazy because she has also introduced, by the way, a new policy saying that from January of 2024, most of the courses or many of the international students will not be able to bring dependents to the UK. So it's going to be interesting to see whether the new Home Secretary, the new immigration minister, is he going to get rid of those laws or is he going to keep them? But obviously he's going to be making and forming his own team, sacking all of hers, obviously, because once you're sacked you leave with all of your team. So we can expect a really new changes. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're not aware, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped a link in the comment section below where I share information about latest UK updates, such as what I'm sharing in today's video, free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch your visa, if you're already in this amazing country. There's a video that I dropped this morning just before this video about an amazing new visa that the UK has introduced. So once you watch this video, 100% check that one out. So if you want me to send this info directly to your inbox so that you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm, then check out the comment section below. Join my newsletter. It won't take you 20 seconds. You drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter, and then I send that info directly to you. Also, career progression. This is really what I'm passionate about, career progression in the UK. I moved to the UK myself in September of 2011. I was working as a carer in a nursing home, and then I was like, look, I cannot carry on earning 16,000 per year. I need to do more. So I studied nursing in this amazing country. I've gone on to do 2 apprenticeships at master's levels, and I'm now working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. So I'm passionate about, not only do you need to get to the UK through a legal pathway that you're not spending thousands of pounds, spending millions of money, getting in debt without the security to get a job, but I'm interested in what happens to you when you eventually get to this amazing country. How do you make the most of the best opportunities that this country brings? It's not enough to go on about move to the UK, switch your visa, but what do you do once you've achieved that? That's really what I'm interested in. Career progression, apprenticeships, working for the NHS, getting rid of those employers that are wasting your time, that aren't worth it, and embracing UK employers that are going to support you to grow, to excel, to thrive, and really to achieve your full potential and make moving to this country really worthwhile. So you definitely need to get in contact with me if you're struggling with any of these things and you're like, girl, I need to do XYZ. I'm your girl. So you're also going to find my contact details in the comment section with my newsletter. There's my WhatsApp number, there's my email address. Do get in touch because, like I say, I'm very excited now. And we can expect, like a tsunami of new immigration laws coming up in the UK within the next few days, 2 weeks. So Who is the new minister, by the way? So the new minister is Honorable James Cleverly. So who is James Cleverly? We're going to be looking at his profile because, as you know, it's the Conservative Party that is, in control in the UK, which means that whoever we get is going to be from the Conservative Party. And we all know that the Conservative Party is a party that is, I don't want to say they're against immigration, but one of the top things on their manifesto is always to reduce the number of immigrants in the UK. That is reducing net migration, which means if 1,000 people move to the UK, they would rather maybe 2 million people moved out of the UK so that the number of people is kind of balancing out and fewer people are staying in the UK than the number actually moving. But as we know, that hasn't really been working for them. And so we've got a general election coming up. And so we can expect that Mr. James Cleverly is in for some work. So what can we expect going forward? And I'm going to start by saying, by the way, I've got a private career coaching program, by the way. I've dropped a link in the description box below or the about section of this YouTube channel where I share, I offer personalized guidance and share loads of information, in the coaching program with UK employers that are currently recruiting with free visa sponsorship for nanny jobs, teaching jobs, carer jobs, nursing jobs, seasonal worker jobs and visas, as well as literally those jobs that offer free visa sponsorship. So whether you're still out of this amazing country or you're in the UK looking to switch, you 100% want to join my private coaching program. Interview preparation, what are they looking for? What do they expect? What about your CV? How should you position yourself so that when the recruiting manager looks at your CV, they're like, girl, boy, this is exactly who we need. That's what the program is about. So if you're watching this, that is going to be perfect for you. Also share this video, by the way, with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so they're aware of this amazing news and the fact that we are having a new immigration minister in the UK. And so we can all brace ourselves for the changes that are going to be skyrocketing themselves within the next few days to weeks. So again, the new minister, Honorable James. So who is he? So this gentleman is 54 years old. So he was formerly in the military and then he has been an MP. So that's a member of parliament for a constituency in Essex since 2015. So he is a politician, obviously. His dad was British. His mom was a midwife from Sierra Leone, which I'm like, what? You're a midwife. As you know, I'm a nurse myself. So I'm very, very, keen on anybody who is in healthcare, interested in healthcare, has anything to do with healthcare and all of that. So his mom was a midwife from Sierra Leone. She moved to the UK, met the dad, who was British. So they got married and then had the minister who was obviously privately educated, as many of the Conservative Party members are. So he's had, a very privileged upbringing. So hopefully he's gonna have I don't want to say have some senses, but I mean hopefully he's gonna bring some really good laws that are going to be really worthwhile. And one of the things that I remember of him, and when I really came to know about this honorable minister, was during Brexit, because I was very keen on following up what was going on with Brexit. And he was one of the people that was really in support of Brexit. So he wanted the UK to leave the EU. And as you know, many of the immigration laws and rules that we have now in the UK are as a result of Brexit. Because before Brexit, which means before the UK left the European Union, people were coming from the EU to work in the UK. They didn't need anything. If you were in, I don't know, Spain, in Italy, in Germany, any of these countries, and you wanted to work in the UK, you could just drive your car, get to the UK, and get a job. But since Brexit, this has all changed. They need visa sponsorship, just like people from Africa, people from Asia, and people from America, and all of that. So this has been a massive challenge. And this is why many of these people from the EU have stopped coming to the UK to work because they need visa sponsorship. They struggle, this English test and all of that. It's very, very difficult for them. And that is why all these other opportunities now have been introduced, and Africans and Asians have now been embraced in the UK, coming in their thousands every single day. So again, you can see that there is a trend to all of these events, but the truth is that Brexit has been a big advantage for people who are not EU, who are not from EU member states, because it has literally, put a huge obstacle on people from the EU coming to work in the UK. So again, what can we expect going forward? This new minister is going to form his own team, and start changing the laws, bringing in new laws, canceling some of the laws. And so there is going to be like loads and loads of new laws. I hope that they are going to be good and favorable. I hope that they are going to be worthy, but I'm definitely going to keep you updated as they happen, because this lady was just sacked like 40 minutes ago. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I need to bring the good news, because this is the best way for all of us to end 2023. Also, one thing that I must say is that with every Conservative Party government and every immigration minister, they come with their own laws. This is a powerful office. This is a role that is so incredibly crucial if you're somebody that you're an immigrant in the UK like myself, or you're out of the UK wanting to move here. So I remember just before I moved to the UK in September of 2011, because the Labour Party had been in office for quite a while. I don't know whether it's Tony Blair or Gordon Brown, but they brought in really good immigration laws and rules for foreigners. Africans were coming, people were studying here. They had, the post-study visa. There were loads of opportunities, and it was easy to move to the UK. But when David Cameron became the Prime Minister, and I remember Theresa May was the Home Secretary, they stopped all of those things. So for like 10 years, people were not moving to the UK. It was very difficult to see somebody come to the UK on a student visa, except, children of really wealthy people, entrepreneurs, and all of that. Very few people were coming, say, from Africa to study in the UK, because they scrapped the post-study visa, increased the fees to get jobs. Like, it was so ridiculous. And then when David Cameron finally left and Boris Johnson came into power, Boris Johnson brought the laws that we have currently. For example, the carer visa, that was Boris Johnson. Also, looking at the post-study visa, it was reintroduced by Boris Johnson, because it had been scrapped by David Cameron and Theresa May. So as you can see, it is important that James Cleverly, now that he is the immigration minister, I'm really hopeful, that we can expect some really cool immigration laws, because Suella Braverman, some of the things that she came up with, for example, taking asylum seekers to Rwanda from the UK so that their cases are considered. I'm like, if somebody is running away from, I don't know, political unrest or whatever situation, if they're in the UK, isn't it safer for the person to remain in the UK? Why would you want to deport the person over to another country before you consider their asylum application, and then if it's granted, you then move them back to the UK? It doesn't make any sense. It was just all ridiculous. So I'm really glad that she's been sacked. I hope that all of her team and everyone else, they're all sacked obviously with her, and I'm hoping that a new minister is going to be really amazing, and he's going to come up with some really good laws. He's going to be fair. He's going to exercise compassion, because children are being refused visas now, saying that they don't have the right to be with their parents. I'm like, what on earth is going on? So what do you think about these changes? By the way, I'm way too excited. This is amazing news. I'm hoping that obviously there are going to be good laws and rules. I'm going to keep you updated, and if you like this content, hit the like button. Let me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also, share the good news with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so they're aware of this amazing news, and they can look forward to the new minister, the new laws that he's going to bring and he's going to introduce. Obviously, I'll keep you updated. So if you haven't joined my newsletter yet, check the comment section below. You just need to drop your name and email, and you're part of the newsletter. If you also need to contact me privately, then you're going to find my contact details on there. There's my WhatsApp number, there's my email address, and then obviously I'll get back to you, because that's what it's all about. But if you need that personalized, tailored, and individualized guidance, then consider joining my private coaching program, which I've dropped a link in the description box below, or the about section of this YouTube channel, so that you can get started with those visa sponsorship opportunities, career progression in the UK, getting to work for the NHS, getting those apprenticeships where you'll be funded to study in the UK, you'll be paid, and your employer will be paying your tuition fees. Like, how amazing is that? This is the best way to move to the UK right now, get visa sponsorship right now, or to progress in your career in the UK. You don't want to be paying to study when you can be paid for the pleasure of it. So check out these other videos that I've linked up specially for you so that you can have more information, more ideas about some of the best opportunities that this amazing country has to offer. Because as you know, I'm all about making the most of the best opportunities. We earn a lot of money, work less, retire early, and enjoy life. What do you think? That's my motto. That's my mission. That is a vision that I have. So I'll see you in this video right here. Thanks for your time.